back to my channel. Let me talk again with another video. And this video, I'm going to get out of my league a little bit, and I'm going to talk about something that I've been paying attention to, And as I go on social media often, to scroll around, and I see a lot of feminist things going on, women trying to be empowered and all this. And I understand it, because people always seek something they don't have. They always want to seek something they don't have. And this is just a reminder for the woman, for at least women that really want to enjoy life, want to see life for what it is. And of course, for you to see life, for you to understand life, you have to go through some hard times, pain, and so you can appreciate whatever success is coming after it. Because that's something that we all know. When the hard times come, and the easy is going to come right after. That's something that God promised, actually. Whenever you have hard times, ease is coming after. All you have to do is believe and keep being patient. So the reason I'm starting this video off with a sermon type is because I'm going to say something, and I know women don't usually, take in stuff as is said. They always change into their mind, like the way they want to hear it. If they want to hear it positively, they're going to hear it positively. If they want to hear it negatively, they're going to hear it like that. So that's why I'm starting this with, with hard times, because I basically been paying attention around me, family members, friends, and all that. I've been studying things. I'm like, okay, if women is seeking stuff like this, I will understand, because I know everybody wants something they don't have. You think there's light at the other end. But my stand is, or at least my belief is, woman is running away from privilege. As you guys know my mentality already, I really appreciate our ancestors or people that lived before us, and I believe that they did a good job. That's why we're here. That's why we in a new age. We building up. We're building on what they did. So whatever they did prior is as important as whatever we're doing right now. So the reason I said that, I'm like, if you look back, the way women used to be, in a naked eye, it don't look good, right? It don't look good. But at the same time, that's the best thing for them. As we all know, a man's life must be hard, so they can endure, learn, grow, and become better than what they were. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the same for women, but I say it's similar. For example, I'm African. I grew up around African mentality things, and I came to study it, and I'm like, it makes sense. It don't look good, it makes sense. But first, let's talk about how our ancestors, our older people, used to live life, especially with their women, right? The woman is home. She basically respect the husband. Respect the husband at a level that's above regular respect that people think respect is now. And you can say obey their husband if that makes it, if that amplifies how respectful they used to be to their husband. They used to follow their husband's lead, sometimes willingly, sometimes they might force them in a way, but at the same time, they have kids, right? They have kids, and raising kids are not easy, right? And if you manage to raise your kids good, and now your second hardest time is watching those kids grow, become somebody. Excuse me. Watching those kids grow and become somebody, right, in life. Imagine the thrill, the anxiety a woman would feel knowing that my son is of age of doing something with their lives, or my kids are at their age where they need to be doing something for themselves, and I don't want my kids to be failures. And now I try hard, make sure my kids is in the right position, make sure they don't end up becoming failures, bumps in life, so they can be high class people, so everybody can look up to them to see my product, right? At least this is what our mothers used to do back then, right? They struggle with their husband. Of course, it's not easy to be under somebody's leadership, because they will want you to see life the way they see life. They will want you to move the way they want you to move. And it's not easy. I understand that. And women is trying to run away from that to get their freedom. But maybe if we understand exactly at least some of the mindset behind all those things, or some of the benefits behind all those things that used to happen back then, that women is running away from now, is important. Like I was saying, if you marry a woman back then, she's under your control, under your leadership, under your protection, and you're basically the guy, you know. You have more authority over her more than her own family, which is normal. I believe if you married to somebody, their parents give her to you. So now she's under you. So you have to protect her. You have the right over her more than her parents. But now we don't see that no more. It's fading away. But let's keep moving. You stay under that man, you get a lot of problem, and most of the time the man's family members will hate on you, disrespect you, try to boss you around, and you have to struggle with that. And I understand it's a struggle. It's hard to see. It looks like it's not good. It looks so harsh in the naked eye, but at the same time something is happening, right? Now you're struggling in this place because you only value something that you struggled for. And your wedding, your marriage is a struggle because it's valuable. That's one. So all these people play with you, disrespect you, you get problems, they make fun of you, especially if you don't have kids. Earlier they think that you're not a good woman, you can't have kids. And now women don't even want to have kids. Most of us, a lot of them don't want to have kids. And back then it used to be a prize for a woman to get married, within a year get kids, get pregnant. So they say, okay, she's a young woman. They used to value that, right? They used to value that. And now it's not even like that. They don't even want kids. If somebody say I want 5 kids, most people would think that's too much, you know? So life have changed. And I don't blame nobody for that. I just say we evolve in a way that life is, 5 is too much. People don't want to have kids. People want to have careers. So let's go back to the story, to the mentality of how the olden things used to be. So you struggle with all that. Your husband probably making decisions you don't like, or just you don't like your position in the house. You all you do is cook, clean, do whatever he wants you to do, and it's barely time for you to do what you want to do if you don't align with what he wants. So you like a prisoner in a way. It sounds harsh, like I was saying. It looks harsh, but all that struggle is leading to something. If you have kids now, the ease that's supposed to come after every hardship is supposed to be your kids. And most women nowadays, they have life so easy. They actually love men that will give them hard time sometimes. They'll lash out at them sometimes. They'll make, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably spank them sometimes, you know? Make them cry, give them problems. They want that because they need it. It's innate in women's life, right? At least back in the days, that's how it used to be. It was normal when you get married, you know you're about to go through a storm. But the only reason you stay in that is for your kids. Even nowadays, in our family, when 2 people want to divorce, they say, think about your kids. Like, it's about the kids, because it's like, you only stay here for the kids and look up to them. And the reason they say that is because all the struggle you went through, if you give up now, what can happen to your kids? If your kid made it in life, these people won't see it, all your struggle. That's, back then, they used to equate a son's success to how good the woman is, the mother is, and how patient she was through her storm in the marriage. And they have a saying that if a woman struggled in her husband's house, her kids will be somebody in life. If a woman endured all the pain in her marriage or her household, her kids will be people of elevated class, right? So they believe this, and I believe there's truth to it, right? If you see a woman that respects her husband, treat him with respect, treat him the way he wants to be treated, and stay under his leadership, most of the time those kids that's coming from that family will be in a higher class than somebody that their mother didn't respect their husband as they deserve, or as they needed to be respected. Their mothers was not staying under his leadership, so she was disrespecting, doing whatever. Her kids might end up being bad, you know what I'm saying, in life, because that's how they used to. That's what they seen. And this is just speaking physically, but in the African mentality is more spiritual. God tends to help you or elevate your kids more if your wife who was a faithful woman, respected husband, and stayed under the husband's boundaries. And saying this is hard nowadays. When women hear this, they think, how can I be a slave? Why should I do that? I understand nobody want to be in that position, but everything you're actually seeking is in that predicament. You just have to follow those steps because it's natural. You want something great in life. You want to look good. You want to look rich. Nowadays, since they're giving you jobs, you can do whatever you want. You can make your own money quick, and you think that's what it is. If you start getting that now, and I bet you, most of the time, you get more money at a younger age than you get older, right? So you make all the money now. You enjoy what you were supposed to enjoy at the end. And you barely have kids, or you probably don't even have kids. And if you have kids, your kids don't even know you for real because you haven't been around. You've been working, making all the money like you said. You want to be independent. You don't need to depend on nobody. And your kids is also going to be depending on somebody that's not you, somebody that's there. And you're not going to be there since you're independent. You're getting your job. You're doing everything. You have your business to handle. And I go to extent, even when you work from home, it's still the same thing because your attention is now on raising your kids. You're not trying your best to instill the best thing in them so they can grow into a perfect man, a strong man in life. Because the only way you can make them strong, or you can teach them to be strong, or you can push them to be strong, is when they see you struggle in your household. There's no motivation in a man life that's more than them seeing their mom struggling and they want to get their mom out. That's the best motivation any man can have. And imagine you didn't have that. You was independent. You doing all these things. You just mind your own business. Your kids probably don't value that struggle that you do because it's about material stuff. And they only see the material, the end product of what you do. But if you are home and they see you struggling, handling the household, they see you being disrespected by others, saying that how worthless they are, and at a young age, it's going to put some rage in them. You calling my mom that? One day you see, like, all that is motivation for a man to attack whatever is in front of them. But if you didn't go through that, you grew up on your tablet, on your phone, and your mom is at work, your dad is at work, and your mom don't listen to your dad, and your dad is not even the man in the house. Nobody can control any situation in the house because everybody think they're the leader. And what's going to be the result of that problem? What are you going to teach your kids in those small times that you're not working? But the best teaching is not what you say to your kids, it's what they see. That's how you teach your kids, what they see. If they see their mom being faithful, respectful, they're going to grow up to be similar because everybody love their mom. I have the best mom in the world. Even if sometimes you know your mom is not the best, but you still think, I got the best mom in the world. Because it's natural. So this is just an advice for the women. You might be running away from greatness and chasing an illusion that's not real. It's simple. All you have to do is think. I'm 20. I'm a woman. And my highest dream that I see myself living, making 10 million a year. Let's say you make that this year, you're 20, you make 10 million a year, you enjoy your money. By the time you're 30, 10 years after, you already enjoy the highest luxury of this world. And now you're in a decline. If you have kids, you're still in a decline. For you to make that much money, you probably don't have that much time to be around. Your kids probably go to private school, they have their own drivers. They have different people, they have systems that run them. They don't see you as a teacher. They probably see you as a provider, as a best mom because you achieve a lot of something that other people didn't achieve. But what about them? What about what's going in their subconscious mind for them to build a character out of everything they've seen around? They didn't see nothing special. They only seen money. I'm rich, I'm this. That's what they're going to have to project out because that's all they have in them. But compared to the other woman, she probably here at a higher level. She get married, she go down. She gave up of her being there, beautiful or attractive. Every man want her. But the fact that she's married, if the man is here, she have to contain under that man's leadership, even though she knows she's deserving up here. It's a sacrifice that's worth it. If the man is up there, then she's gonna have to go higher. It's lucky. It's whoever marry you. You know, you have to deal with that. And you go there, the husband might treat you right, but the sibling, his sibling might not treat you right. And you're going through all these BS. Let's say you don't have kids for the next 3 years, and they're gonna disrespect you, call you names that you can't have kids, you a whore, you've been out here, you know what I'm saying, doing all these things, that's why you can't have kids. And mind you struggle, like you pray to God. Imagine how much passion you have, how much closeness you have with God because you're going through pain. You will cry, if only God gave me a kid, a son that would be better. So my son that can come here and become a giant so they can see him, I can have kids. And then imagine that you're having all these prayers, and finally you have a kid, and they still call you names. Oh, you finally have kids. This son ain't nothing. Look at him, he's useless. You have birth, you give birth, and that kid is growing up, and they made him like he's nothing. They use him like he's nothing. Whatever they need, they call him. Go buy me this. Go do this. Get out of my face, man. You useless boy. They instill negativity in them because they know what they did to you. You endured, so they know what might be coming. And now the woman is just wondering, is my son really gonna make it in life? I've been praying for this son. Now you have all the adrenaline that you're asking for your husband, for your boyfriend to give you, because you don't want to be treated good all the time. You need some hard times sometimes. You need some stress sometimes. That's a natural stress, and it's a good one. It's gonna be worth it. It's not gonna be stressing for no reason. It's not gonna be arguing about no dumb stuff. You're just not gonna argue with nobody. You're just with yourself. You praying now. You're close to God, mind you. You're close to God. You're praying. Oh, even though my son look like he's doing good, but pray God, please don't make him a bum. Make him elevate him for me. Do this. Oh, now you praying. You have a stress, and imagine that son makes it in life. How you will feel. All the effort you put in, everything you put in, you're gonna value him. It's like the love is gonna be more because you know what you did. You know everything he achieved. You have part in it. But now you see high achievers in this world right now, they don't even care about their mothers. And you can't get mad at that because there's no bond. They didn't see their mom struggle for them. They didn't see their mom struggle in the household. They don't feel that pity. They can easily have money and don't care about their family. Maybe buy her a house and just forget about her. You would never forget about your mom that you're seeing struggle for you. Seeing praying for you. Seeing other people mistreating you. Looking at you in a way that they think they're better than you. So I'm telling the woman, don't be selfish. Just think about it. God put you in that position for a reason. Right now, you're probably not even close to God because it's a system where you can get what you want. You follow that system, so you worship that system. But a woman is at its best, is at her best when she's close to God. And the only way that can happen, you have to sacrifice yourself. You have to sacrifice yourself to accept the pain and see the result that you want out of the pain and wait for God to reveal it. What you sow is what you harvest. So go in the problems, in a hard time, be okay with it. Choose this man. Now you have the privilege to choose the man that you want. Since you're smart enough, you know what you want. You choose that man, and you stay with that man no matter what happened. And even when they being stupid, choose to be respectful and stay under their leadership because you chose that person, because you believe in their judgment. And you can't change that now and focus on raising your kids. Because if the man is not home and you're not home, the internet will raise your kids. But you don't care. You always have excuses. Oh, I have this, I would do this, I would do that. But it's not leading to nothing. Your kids deserve to see you struggle. And I'm not saying you have to struggle, but it's for them, it's not for you. They need you to struggle. They need to see you struggling for them. That's what's gonna create the biggest bond. Even when you are old, they're gonna be like, nah, I can't leave mom. I can't stay 2 days without seeing mom because I know what she went through for me. But if she's just your mom, she just provided for you, you didn't see none of that. You didn't see all that. She can get older. You can take a few weeks not seeing her. Oh, I'm at work, that's why. Because that's what you did. A man worry about now, and the near future. Woman, you should worry about the way you end. Because we all know your value go at its lowest when you're old. Except you have kids that bring you the respect that you deserve, you want. That's your product. That's why you are born already built, beautiful. At a young woman, you can attract richest men in the world. But a young man, you are zero. You have to build yourself. And the older the man get, the higher his value get. The older the woman get, the lesser her value is. No matter what was your status back then. I don't care if you was a president back then. Your value goes down when you get older, naturally. But the only way you can keep your value up, if you raise kids that will shine bright like the sun, everybody will look up to them. And for those, because that's your product, the people will look up to you. And I'm not saying this is a business where people look up to you, but for the wise one, use your mind. Don't build no narrative about this. This is just the truth. Stay in your problems. There's problems everywhere. You might be running away from these problems of you not being heard, you not being treated the way you want to be treated, you not being the queen, you not being able to make your own money. You have to ask for whatever you want to your husband. It's hard sometimes, but if you don't accept those sacrifices, those pain, you might come and get bigger pain over here. But just because you're not going through those bigger pain, you think, oh, I'd rather that. I just don't want to do all this, because that's where your emotions are built. Your emotions are built up, and I don't want to ask my husband this. I don't want to look like a slave. Your emotions are built here. But these problems, you don't have no emotion yet because you didn't go through them yet. But the reason our ancestors chose to live that way, maybe they tried every other aspect, and this is the best way. And this is not the time for us to change it. And it's already far gone. These women out here, I don't know what to say. It's like sometimes you can be around a woman and feel like you're around a man, because we talk the same. It's like when man talk, there's a way that they can just get to the point. Now a woman is like that. It's like boom, 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 like intellectually talking, because everybody is dealing with some type of work. Some women are not even emotionally strong. They're not even they're not even aware of the emotions as a real woman should. They can't even look at somebody's eyes and know this person is falling sick. Oh, this person, something's happening. Let me help. Your natural instinct of helping, nurturing, and all that. You're not even in tune with that as much as you used to be. Because you want to be a man. You want to be living in your head, using your mind, which is not your best quality. But I know some people before me been talking about this, and they want women to be modest and do whatever they meant to do like an olden time, and they failed. Some of them, whatever happened to them, and they get canceled and all that. But I'm gonna say my piece, because I believe this is truth. I'm for the humanity. I'm trying to change the world. Choose your battle. But the one God chose for you is for you. It's for your best. Don't go choose a battle that God didn't assign for you. That's just the fact. God assigned you this battle. It's hard. Take it. That's the best. That's where you can get your best. That's where you're going to be at your best. You're going to get your best result. You're going to get everything good for you. For you. But if you come and choose this battle that you say, nah, I'd rather be on man's side and battle the same battle they're battling and show them how I can too. Maybe you could. Maybe you can even do it better than us. Maybe. I don't know. But if God put you here for a reason, respect that reason and go through that pain. Don't choose a pain. Don't choose something that was not assigned to you, because that could be the end of you, and you can't come back from it. God is the most wisest, most fair. He didn't put you under a man for a reason, for no reason. He put you there for a reason. And you know that reason in your soul, but you're just going with the crowd. Like I always say in my video, since we are all dying and we'll be asked of what we did in this world, I don't want to have the same story as the pack, because I have my own mind. If you follow the pack, you live just like the pack lived. When you go in front of God to account for everything you did, your story will be the same as every single person that went through the same system you went through. But imagine you come and you have your own unique story of what you went through, what you learned, what you did in your own life, and it's not the same as everybody else. That's how you know you count as a human. You are respected as a human. Your thoughts, your mindset, your point of view is valued by God. Because if he's going to account for everything you did, ask you of everything you did, that means he values you. Because he can easily create a system. And everybody can just have the same story. Oh, I went to school, I went to college, I got a job, and I got old and I died. The same thing with everybody else. I follow this system. But the fact that he's going to ask about specifically what you did, it don't have to be the same as everybody else. Your life experience, the guidance that you feel in your heart is what's going to pave your path for you, light your path for you to walk your own unique path. But you don't want to take that. You want to join other people's path. They're going to get to their destination because they walk in their path. But you won't get to the success because that path is for them. That's why everybody want to be celebrities. That might be their path. You can follow the same steps, but only they can win because they are on their path. You're going to leave yours to walk on somebody else because you like the success they got at the end. But no matter how long you go there, you won't get the same thing because it was meant for them. So everybody got their own mind for a reason. For a reason, man. I'm signing out.